Hello everybody and welcome to Bleeding Viper on the Bellocraft server. We're in the end. So, I need shulkers. Lots and lots of shulkers. Got lots of shulker loaders to build. I'm going to show you my design that I really like. So we're going to build a shulker farm today. This is a really cool design. It still works in 1.21.10. I know a few versions back they changed a lot of they changed something with the shulker bullets, so they don't work quite the way they used to, and so it broke a lot of the shulker farms. But this one still works. It's a cool design because it actually depends on the shulker dying. So it's a bunch of shulkers shooting the shulker. The one in the killing chamber is expected to die, and then it's replenished. So works really well. Don't have to worry about the shulker dying or trying to keep it alive because that mechanic is built in. So that's really cool. I'm also going to show you how to get a shulker, hello Mr. Enderman, easily from a city. Like super easy. Without having to use any potions or anything like that. We've also got Emperor Trials today, so we will be watching that. I don't think we'll be participating, but having some fun watching the goings on and things. I actually helped with the redstone in this, so yeah, so that should be fun. And then we'll see what other kind of farms and shenanigans we can get up to. But gonna go ahead and work on this shulker farm. Let's get to it. Okay, so now that we've got the Shulker farm built, we're going to need some shulkers. So first thing I'm going to do is put some put some ender pearls on my hotbar just in case. Now the way I'm going to show you is like super easy with very minimal risk, so you shouldn't even get shot by them, or if you do, like it's maybe once, so not a big deal. But what you want to do is these two guys right here are the ones we're after, but we're going to want to go through the back. Oh, I think I was a little too close and one of them saw me. But again, just a little shield and they should calm down. But we're going to go through the back, and you'll find these in any end city that has not yet been raided. So let's go in the back here. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Hello, Mr. Enderman. Well, this complicates things, but we should be okay. All right, so you're going to want to put a block right next to this shulker right here. Oh, yeah, you can't place it next to a shulker like that. You have to go from the ground up. For some reason, I was thinking you could. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Enderman. That'll make life easier for us. So what you're going to want to do is go next to the shulker here. Then that one is actually next to the shulkers. And I don't think you can do that one. Let's move that back one, because otherwise the shulker will suffocate. Like that. And then on the bottom right there. And break these blocks. Now, when you put a powered rail, let me see, I need to get some powered rails. Obviously, these aren't the shulkers we're using, but this is more of a demonstration purpose to show you how to do it. So you're going to need to put a powered rail right next to the shulker. Get some regular rails too. And it does need to be a powered rail. You're going to put it right next to here for this one. Then get a lever to power it, and you can use anything that you want to power it. Lever's just one of the easiest ways, in my opinion. And then run some regular rails next to it. And let me see. Let me get some glass. I think. Where do I have glass? Do I have it in here? That's just so we can see them and they can't see us. This is an extra step just for this video that you won't have to do. No glass in there. Oh, my red box shulker or redstone shulker. That's where glass is. I should have a stack in here. Yes, right there. Okay, so this is just here so that way the shulker does not see us when we pull it out, so it's not constantly shooting at us. But what you would want to do is build your entire rail network before you actually get the shulker. So that way it doesn't shoot at you. Okay, let's put our minecart down here, and then we'll push it in, and as you can see, it picks the shulker right up. So piece of cake, no potions, no death, no death. So that's very important. But yeah, you don't get shot if you do it this way, or if you do, you might get shot once and you're inside, so no big deal. And again, before you get the shulker, you would make your entire path up to it. So yeah, so this is the second easiest place to get shulkers from. I'll show you the easiest next. Put everything away. And this is a little bit higher in the world as well, which is nice because, you know, your shulker farm is going to be at least 20 blocks from any other blocks, so nothing teleports to you. So what you're going to want to look for is one of these deals here with 3 levels. That's one of the treasure rooms. There are 2 super easy shulkers to get here. So let's figure out how to get down 1 level. I think it's where this this end rod is. I think it's right here. Oh yeah, that was right. So where the end rod is right here, you can just break that block and drop straight down. That. Now this has been already rated, but the shockers are still there, so you can see it right there. It's right in this corner. So what you're going to do is remove these two blocks here, and then same way we did with the other one, you're going to put a powered rail in the corner here, like that, and then some regular rails here. I don't know the most efficient use of rails versus power rails, but what I like to do is for every powered rail, I will then put 8 regular rails and then another powered rail if we're going in a straight line. And that's always worked well for me. I'm sure you could use less powered rails if gold or redstone is an issue. But yeah, that works very well. And then as far as like when you go next to the Shulker farm, we'll get within 20 blocks of that. Maybe do 25 just to be safe. What you're going to want to do is only use half slabs, which I do not have, but pretend these are half slabs. So you're going to go half slab. Let's see. So if your power rail was there, you put a half slab there. You can power that, and it'll power your powered rail. Now at the very end, this is going to be an activator rail right here, half slab here, and then a half slab underneath it. And then back, so that's going to be your activator rail. Next to it's going to be the powered rail. Then back one is going to be a regular rail. It has to be a regular rail, can't be powered. And then as long as everything is half slabs here, when it hits this activator rail, if it's within 20 blocks of your farm, it's going to teleport to the farm. Then you can just break everything after that. With this particular farm, it's not going to shoot, or you're not going to have to worry about it shooting back at you because they will be in a spot where they can't see you. And yeah, so, but I'll show you how this works real quick. Let's see, let me grab a mine cart. And we'll just put a minecart here. And I'm just going to let this guy drop to the ground. Just no point in building all this up here just to show you. Put that back. Okay. And yeah, this is going to shoot at us because we're not far away, but ideally you would like take it several blocks away so it couldn't see you, and then just push the minecart into it. The minecart will bounce back because the powered rail with where the shulker is, and then there. So like I said, in this particular instance, it's going to shoot at us just because we're so close, but that's all right. We got our shield, so we'll be fine. And even if you are this close, just block the shulker bullet with a shield, and it's no big deal. And you got the ender bar on the hot, or ender pearl on the hotbar just in case. Let's push this in, and there's the shulker, and then he will just follow your line. No big deal. Oops, get hit by that. And again, not a big deal. There's a roof over our heads, so just wait for the effect to wear off. But yeah, so that's how you get shulkers. Let's show you how to do this, or how I actually did this for the farm. Okay, so we're getting close to the farm. So the last at least 20 blocks, you're going to want to use half slabs. A half slab will make it so that the shulker cannot teleport to the place you don't want it to. It's not going to be able to go to the bottom or the sides because those aren't full blocks. And on top, you're going to have rails, and so it's not going to be able to teleport there. Now, at the very last one, you're going to want to put a half slab on top, and you're going to want to put your activator rail right here. And of course, we're going to power this. You can put a half slab to either side. Right there. You're going to put a lever there and power that. And then this block next to it has to be a regular rail. And then you can just kind of continue your line all the way up. And again, like I said, I do 8 regular rails and a powered rail. And then we're going to finish up one more powered rail here and power that. And then let's go get our shulker. So we're actually coming in on the far side here. There was an issue with water streams on this server. Thanks to Frenity for helping me figure out how to fix it, but the first shulker actually died. But again, since this is since there's two shulkers here, we've got a way to get the other one when that happens, and then hopefully this guy will be safe. So we're going to connect this guy up to a rail line. Yeah, that'll be fine. Break that so this connects. Power this rail. And yeah, that should work. Everything looks powered. So let's put the minecart here. And then we're going to go in the corner over here. Gotta pick them up. And again, he did see us, so he's going to shoot one bullet at us, but that's not such a big deal. If you don't want him to shoot a bullet at you, then just get back further or fly away and come back or something. I did turn on hitboxes so you can see. And then I'm going to put on cheaty cam here. And as you can see, he has gone into the loading area. And since there's no shulker in the killing chamber yet, there is a minecart that goes by every so often to pick up a shulker. And there it goes. It dropped him in. And so let's make sure he duplicates. I don't know, since this was already braided, I don't know how high on health they are. Hopefully he's got enough to where he can replicate. Oh yeah, so we've already got some shulkers up there. And yeah, so once you get one or two shulkers up at the top here, then it should be self-sustaining. And then after a little while, you can turn on the lever for the shulker deal. But yeah, no, this looks like everything is good. So we'll let it run for a little while and see how it goes.
Okay, so after fighting all of those withers, I made a little cavern in here, put a bunch of chicken eggs in, and then this is too high. I've got this tunnel here, and hopefully the wither will kill some of the chickens, because each entity a wither kills drops a wither rose. So it's a little higher than I would like, but this is manageable. Now, halfway through the wither fight, at least on Java, you're going to have to fight him with a sword. So this is a little bit problematic that he's that high. But maybe we can coax him down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Come on down, brother. Oh, well, that didn't work. Ouch. There we go. I'm really surprised I haven't gotten withered yet. There we go. That's exactly where I want him, right there. And then he should just keep coming towards me. We just keep swiping away at the sword. And so this is how you can do it without some of the cheaty ways where you like trap them in bedrock and stuff. You just build a too high tunnel and then just keep swiping them with the sword. And boom. All right, let's see how we did. Oh, a lot of dead chickens, so... Oh yeah, there's a lot of roses in here. And a diamond. Nice. Alright, so we need at least, I think it's 18 wither roses for the Shulker farm. Is that it? Alright, let's see how we did. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and so that is how I got my wither roses. Did really well. You don't always do this well doing it this way. But again, the key is just having a lot of entities. And chickens are easy because you can hatch their eggs. And you can get a whole bunch of them in a small area. So yeah, so that's how I got the wither roses for the farm. Now let's see how it did. Welcome back. Let's see how the farm did. So, first thing you'll notice, I've made a little AFK area that's too high right here. So what this does is, so shulkers are not such a big concern because they're more than 20 blocks up, so they're not going to teleport down here. But Enderman can be, so you don't want to accidentally die from Enderman while you are AFK. So a little too high area where they can't get in is kind of a nice deal. I've got our collection area for the shulker shells in the shulker loader. I've got up here a place where we load empty shulkers. And just an inner chest and crafting table just in case. Just a little outpost. Another thing that you'll notice is I've got lights everywhere. Why in the world would you put lights everywhere in the end? Well, it's not to stop the Endermen from spawning, but it's to keep them away. Because people, I'm not sure how common knowledge this is, but Endermen don't like light. Like, they will avoid it if you've got a light level of 1 or more. So if you notice, all of the Endermen are out in the dark areas beyond where we have light, and they stay there for the most part. Like 99% of the time, they won't come in where you've got torches. So it's if you want to keep Endermen away, that's a good trick, is to light up the area. Now, on the farm, as you can see, we've already got 4 shulkers that are in the, these are the ones that are shooting bullets toward the shulker in the killing chamber to increase the efficiency. I'll get into cheaty cam here and show you exactly what I did. Oh, that's loud. Okay, so if you'll notice here, I actually increased the amount of space between the 2 sides right here. So I found that if they are right next to each other, they will, or if there's only 1 space right there, the shulkers will tend to kill each other. And so since you don't want that, I found that adding an extra space here eliminates that. I don't know if it's a directional thing or exactly why they do that, or if it's just an update in Minecraft. But yeah, so that is something that I have changed. I also put this hopper line straight down. Probably not 100% necessary, but I didn't like having to come up here and get the shulker shells out of a deal all the way up here where shulkers were shooting at me. You could probably use a dropper and put hoppers below, but this was just as easy. So, and then the last thing I added to the design was I put a torch here and then a torch here as well. So what that'll do is, if not, then this light level up here will be 0 and Enderman will spawn up here and they will take the wither roses. And of course we don't want that, because without the wither roses, the farm will not work. So another thing for some keen observers, there's a button missing here and also a button missing right there with this shulker right here. So I checked the video and they were there when I made the video, but mysteriously who knows how this happened, probably a glitch in the game. But when Serenity came to help us out, the snowman and the Enderman mysteriously died, and then there were some buttons missing. So mysterious. But nonetheless, we were able to get everything back in working order, and I'm not going to worry about replacing those 2 buttons. Those shulkers aren't hurting anything, and so they're not affecting the rates of the farm at all. So yeah, so we will leave that alone. And in fact, just to show our appreciation to Serenity and let him know that we know it definitely wasn't him that, killed my snowman and my endermite and removed some buttons and things. Definitely not him. So in order to let him know that, we're going to pay him a little visit and say thank you. And then also we are going to, I was invited to view the Emperor Trials. And so we are going to see what that is all about. And then that'll be it for the video. So yeah, so we will do those 2 things and then back with the closing little montage. So let's go over to Serenity's house.
Perfect timing. Yeah. No. We're gonna do it in his base.
No. Oh, I was gonna shave him out here, but I guess it's smarter to not.
All right, I'm gonna do some upstairs. Make sure we get the top floor.
Okay, should I start activating them?
Oh yeah.
I'm taking these copper chests.
Oh, hey, they won't get off. They won't get off the blocks. Oh, do you have any more?
More blocks, yes.
Will it work on this one?
But yeah, it'll just make them.
Okay, I put some upstairs. I'm out of pumpkin soap.
Oh, I got more. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, this is wonderful.
This is this is beautiful.
Oh, I should have recorded this.
Oh no, I'm not recording. All right, well, this is it. I got 2 more.
Oh, there's copper double chests. That's cool.
Yeah. Hang on. Oh, there's more here. Hold on.
Yeah, make sure you put the seeds inside the chests.
Oh yeah.
Well, I punched one. Whoopsies. Sorry, bud. Oh my goodness.
This is a mess.
Wait. Can they escape? Technically, yeah, they can.
Not if we close the door.
Oh, that would be a really good idea before too many get out.
Hey, break the copper chests.
Yeah, put chests inside here, and they'll come to them.
What?
Oh,
yeah, they
here-
all went up.
here
They
they
all went
come.
upstairs. Okay, I gotta put a couple in the base downstairs.
Come on, you guys. Funnel back in.
Or put
Get
one.
inside.
I bet you
Oh,
if you
they're coming. They're coming.
I bet you if you put one directly under the floor, they'll still try and go to it,
Get in there.
and then they'll all just like gather in one spot.
Wait, can they open doors?
I
I
don't
think I
think
just
so.
watched one open a door.
Oh, yeah, here they come. All right. Oh my gosh, it's a mess upstairs. All right. Okay, sweet. All right, we can remove the chest now. They're all inside.
So I log in. I'm just breeding my bees, minding my own business, humming a little bit. Just happy as I can be. Nothing's wrong with the world. Accidentally place a flower, so I break it. And then all chaos ensues. We got bells going off, we got trapdoors, and mind you, this was really, really loud. So, like, okay, where is this coming from? There's a sign. It says remove me. So I'm guessing that was supposed to be the trigger and not me removing the flower. But where is it coming from? And then I've got a pull on my table in my dining room upstairs. That's interesting. Not out here. They maybe use that to get up in the ceiling. Let's check up here and see if that's where it is. No, nothing up here. It seems to have stopped. No, it did not stop. Okay, so that means we know it's below here. So that means it's lower in the world because those bells only have a certain range. And so that means we know it's down here somewhere. check back over here. See if they put it in with my cows. Nope, cows are still there. Don't see anything back there. Maybe it's over. Nothing on the back here. Maybe it's around where the sign was. That was the trigger, maybe. Oh, there's some red wool. And there's a skulk sensor down here somewhere because I just think, oh, there we go. So, yeah. And so, I mean, not anybody can put a sign saying Serenity, but then I get this video. So, mystery solved, I guess. Well, there's not enough time to do anything about that in this episode, but we'll see what happens next episode. Welcome back. So, as I was editing this video, I realized something very interesting. Look at you in the eyes here. I don't have time to do the Emperor trials in this video. It's going to be probably a video by itself. I'll probably include both of them. So I've got video footage from 2 different Emperor trial events. So, to end this video, I figured I would show you my Shulker Loader. So, let's do this. Let's see, grab out my redstone box. Might need more hoppers. But I've got some backup hoppers. I do. Some chests. Okay, so we will start with the output chest here. And then this is kind of important. Excuse me. So what you want to do is you want to have 2 hoppers going straight down. And I'm going to need a half slab. So this is going to catch the shulkers better than if you've got them going into the side. The speed is higher on the hopper pickups if you've got them going straight down versus going into the side of something. And then you're going to want a half slab on top of here. And then your shulker. Let's grab an empty shulker here. It's going to go on top of this. And the orientation of this isn't super important because it's going to get broken. It's going to get picked up by this hopper and then put into the storage after it's full. So that's that. And let's see, we're going to need some, I think I'm going to need 2 observers, 2 repeaters, a comparator, some redstone, what else? 2 sticky pistons. Okay.
So we're going to want I'm going to want 3 hoppers. Just let me get up a little bit higher here. All right, we're going to put an observer here. Not there. Observer there. With a sticky piston on top. Okay. And then up here, I want a half slab next to the shulker. Going to need a dispenser, and it's important to know that it's a dispenser and not a dropper. A dropper will just drop the item. A dispenser will actually dispense a shulker. Okay, and we're going to want that block there. The dispenser to point in towards the shulker. Then you've got a hopper going in here. This is going to be your feed for shulkers. Then, let's see, we're going to want a sticky piston pointing up. And then an observer going this way. Okay, and then we're going to want a repeater here. Okay, and this one is going to be on 1 tick. And then up top, we're going to want a repeater on 2 ticks. And then up here, you can put your input for shulkers, whether it be double chest or single chest or barrel or however many you think you're going to use. You just want to make sure that that doesn't run out. Otherwise, it's going to back things up, and then you've got to fix that. So that is that half of it. Now we need a way to trigger when the shulker is full. So on this side, and then you're probably going to have to fix this because when this observer, that, yeah, when you place these observers, it kind of messes with that observer back there, and that observer is going to be need to be down 1 more. So we'll break that and put it in the right spot. If you've got it there, the shulker loader will not work. So just replace that. And these do need to be all pointing into these blocks right here. This slows the items down. And then this line right here is that big line up into the sky. That elbow isn't necessarily necessary. I just built it in the wrong spot, and so I had to go over one. But then from here down you can go, but you need it to slow down when they get here, so that way it doesn't go too fast and then something messes up. Then this bottom one right here, we're going to want to take a signal out of this. So what will happen is your shulker, which got pumped down into there, but your shulker is going to be right there, is going to get full. And then it's going to start putting items in here. So you're going to want to take a signal out of here. And this is going to need to be a signal length of 4. So previous designs that did not have it, this signal length, do not work anymore. At least as of the last update, I don't think they did. Okay, and then this right here is going to be either be a half slab or some glass, so the redstone signal can travel up. And then 3, 4. And then when this redstone is activated, it's going to lock this hopper, which is going to get picked up by this observer, which is going to break the shulker. So look at it from the side. Let's see. Do this so you can get a better look. But yeah, so that's the basic design of the shulker loader. Again, the input of items is in the top. Actually, let me go to the other side so we don't hear the shulkers. The input is in the top there. The shulkers are the ones on the left in the chest on the left side. They go into the dispenser. The shulkers go into the dispenser, and then a new shulker is dispensed every time a full one is broken. And yeah, it works super reliably because it doesn't depend on the shulker necessarily being full. It depends on this hopper right here. It takes the signal out of this hopper right here. Oops. This hopper right here. And then the signal comes out of that, and that's what triggers the shulker. So yeah, super compact, super design. These are tileable. The only thing that I have found is sometimes it doesn't get picked up for whatever reason. So that's why on this one I just did that on the sides right here. And then on the bottom here and here, just to enclose it in to make sure that it gets picked up properly. You don't necessarily have to do that, but if you're running a farm, you don't want to lose a whole shulker full of items. And so I do this at the ends. Another. Anyway, so I do this on the ends here just for that reason, to keep it, make sure it gets picked up. If you've got them in sequence, sometimes one will get, like if you had a mob farm, this one might be gunpowder and then this one might be bone. Sometimes the bone might go in the gunpowder or vice versa. But so that's the only real issue I have with this. Other than that, really compact design. You can stack them right next to each other. Yeah, I really like it. If you have any questions about how to make this, feel free to leave a comment in the video. And always, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video. If you think the content was valuable to you, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe so you see more videos when I put them out. And until next time, this is Bleeding Viper on the Bellocraft server. Thanks for watching.